Hey girls, it's Jamie. I just wanted to take the time to make a video to show you this totally awesome application that will work with anybody's nail types. Whether you have flat nails or curvy nails, you don't have to do anything extra. It's super easy and I love it. And I think you will too. I also wanted to take some time to show you guys some tips and tricks during this video. But remember, I'm always here if you have questions to help you to troubleshoot so that you love your jams as much as I do. Okay, first and foremost is that you really want to make sure you have the right wrap. This is so important, and I think that this is something that people really struggle with, mostly because a lot of people have in their mind that they want to have every single part of their nail covered, and with a wrap you just can't do that. You want to make sure it's not touching any of your skin, and it's best if you have just a little bit of nail showing in between your wrap and your skin. I know it's really hard to see. I don't know if I can show you. You can kind of see it right there. But you're going to be the only one who notices it, I promise. You want to make sure it's not touching any skin or any cuticle, and if it is, it's going to start lifting, it's going to have bubbling, it's not going to look good, and people are going to notice that. Okay, so the really awesome thing that most of you know is that when you get your wraps, they come on clear backing, and they are also really easy to bend. So what you can do is you can just place the wrap right over your nail to find what size works for you. And if you're in between sizes, something you can do is you can just take a piece of double-sided tape. You can put it over your nail and trace it with a pen, and then take the tape and put it on the back of your wrap. And the reason that you want to do that is because if you just use regular sided tape, which you totally can, and do it and you put it on the back, you're going to have a mirror image, which some people like us don't mind. You don't really want to put it on the front because it might be hard to get off. So I know which sizes I need, and what I would do then is I would go through, I would cut them all out. I like to just cut mine in half. I don't save a whole bunch because I like to have extra at the top that I can use to work with my wrap if I need to. And then I would set them out all in order so that it's really easy for me to go through and do all of my nails at once, okay? And the second thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that your nails are prepped really well. If you don't get regular manicures a lot, you can have what's called an invisible cuticle, and you might not see it, but it would prevent your wrap from sticking flat, especially around the base or up the sides of your nails. You might notice a little bit of bubbling. So what you can do is you can buy a cuticle dissolving solution like they use in salons when you go and get a manicure. It's really inexpensive. You can get it at Target, Walgreens, Walmart, anything like that that you have nearby. It costs like $5. It's going to last a really long time. It's really easy to use, and it will make you have an awesome jamicure. Okay, you also want to go through and make sure that you push back all of your cuticles, scrape it away, even if you use a solution. Really make sure you get it off your nails, okay? Then you want to wash your hands. You can use regular soap. Just make sure it's not conditioned because we don't want to leave any oil behind. If you think you have really oily nails, you can just use regular old dish soap when you wash. And if you're having a really hard time with getting them to stick, you can buy something called a nail dehydrator, but I would just use that as a last thing to try. You can also, instead of using rubbing alcohol, you can try to use vinegar, which a lot of people say actually changes the pH of your nails, which might be causing you to have issues with them sticking. Okay, so once you have all of your nails prepped, it's time to get started. So before I do my nails, I try to wipe them off, not one by one, but maybe like 2 or 3 at a time, because again, I don't want to accidentally touch my nails and not realize it, because if I leave oil behind from my fingers, chances are my wrap is not going to stick, okay? So this application, super easy. It's called cold method application, which means I'm not going to heat my wrap before I put it on. So what I'm going to do, again, I don't want to touch the back of my wrap adhesive, so I'm just going to peel it off with the tweezers, like that. And then I'm just going to gently set my wrap on my finger, okay? And again, I like to have some excess if I need to or want to reposition it. It's not a big deal because I'm going to be filing or cutting that part off. So I have my wrap literally just sitting there. I have not done a single thing to it, okay? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it up for about 5 seconds till it's warm. And then I'm going to take my rubber cuticle pusher and I'm going to push it down from the bottom to the top, just in the middle, okay? I'm not going to do anywhere else, just in the middle. Okay. Once I have that down, I am going to go back and heat it up again, focusing on one of the sides. And then I'm going to go back, and that side I just heated, I'm going to press down, okay? And I like to kind of go from the middle to the outside, and then up and down. So again, I'm just trying to push down my wrap and reduce air for getting any bubbles or creases or anything like that, which might not have my wrap adhere flat. So then I'm going to go back and do my last side. So my wrap is kind of just molding to the shape of my finger. And I am, again, just going to press it down. Then I try to do from the middle to the sides, and then from the bottom to the top. And then I like to just cut off some of my excess at this point because it's already on my nail and I'm not going to move it around. And then I'm going to heat it up again for a 4th time. And I'm going to go through and I'm just going to press all around my wrap, okay? So press all around it, making sure that I really seal it. So at this point, if you have long nails or you have bendy nails, what can happen is when you press at the top, if they're not very strong, they can kind of bend down and you might not be getting a good seal. So this is another tip. You can take anything. You can take the end of your cuticle pusher, you can take a nail file or tweezers, another fingernail, and just put it underneath the tip of your nail. And when you're pressing down at the top, just have it supported underneath so that it can't bend down. It's awesome. It really helps to seal the tips of your fingers so that you don't get any lifting. Okay? So now that it's on, it's really important that you cool your wrap before you trim it or you file it. So I like to use the ice pack because I just don't have a lot of time and I don't want to sit and make sure that they're really cool. So I just cool my nail. Okay? And that's about all you need. And then I like to go through with a nail clipper and clip my nails. A lot of times I'll actually take some nail with it, but you definitely don't have to. I like to have super short nails. But you can just clip it down so that you don't have a lot to file. Okay. And then it's time to file. And I like to file at a 45-degree angle. And only use a downward motion, because if you go side to side at this point, you definitely can cause the wrap to lift some. And I like to take a little bit off the tip of my wraps so that I have a little bit of nail showing there. And I've just found that it gives less for something to get caught on and to potentially lift your wrap later. If you have a file that leaves your tips kind of rough, you can also just buff them. And this, you don't have to go up and down. I mean, you can go any direction. The grit's not that big, so the chances of it pulling are pretty super slim. Okay, and then I have my nail done. If you really want to then go back and make sure that you have an extra super awesome seal, you can just use a regular plastic bag. Wrap it around your finger pretty tight. Heat it up one last time. Press it down. And voila! We're done. So I cannot say enough awesome things about this. Seriously, give it a try. It's really, really easy, and I promise you're going to love it. So have fun and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, girl.